Welcome back to Carsen Taite's video log, and we're live again on the streets of Provincetown, standing outside of Women Crafts Bookstore, and I have here with me legendary author, yes, Marianne K. says me, and many other readers.
Oh, thank you. You're sweet.
All right, so Marianne, last time we talked, you were talking to us about a couple of things, one of which was that you're writing a sequel of sorts to your book Balance.
Correct.
And so we're coming up closer to that being released. So tell us a little bit about Balance is being released.
Yes,
it's easy for me to say.
We've got some here. The PODs, we got enough to get here for P-Town, which is really important. The actual book will be out shortly and in the stores in the next month. So we wanted to get that re-released and available because it's been unavailable for 2-3 years.
When did the book originally come out?
2001.
Okay.
No.
So.
I'm not sure. No, it was before that.
Before that,
It was before
yeah.
that. I'm losing track.
That's
but
all right.
It was earlier than that, yes.
And so, for those who haven't read Balance yet, and you should, especially now that this sequel of sorts is coming out, why don't you tell your readers a little bit about Balance and it's based on a.
Yeah, it's a love story, but within the love story, there's issues with a hate crime, which at the time that I wrote this book, we really didn't have a name for it. It wasn't called
The hate crime.
There
wasn't
have a
laws
bill.
about that.
Right. There was no bill. There was nothing there. And to have these two women were murdered in their yard. The neighbor just came up with a shotgun and shot them both. And the group around them, the characters around them, it was how it affected them and how they eventually decided to take the risk to come out and demand that justice be done for this murder and not let it slip through the cracks that this man was, off and, senile and whatever. Okay, excuse they could come up with.
Sure,
right.
Sure.
So that was the basis for that. The follow-up book, which is The Indelible Heart, takes us 10 years later into these people's lives, and this man who was brought to justice is in prison, is very ill. His family wants him out to die at home. And the community, which now has a voice.
Definitely.
Now we have a hate crimes. In the book, I don't have the hate crimes bill passed yet, but they are fighting for it. They have a name for it. The attitude is we have a voice, we have organizations, lots of organizations now out there speaking for us, so we can kind of sit back and relax and not get so upset about things like this anymore. And so they get a little complacent until this happens, and then this gets personal again, and as soon as it gets personal, you have all these different reactions of some people are like, chill out and
just let the system work.
Let it work, because it's going to work. Then you have people like Sharon, who's so tied up with this and has been fighting for this hate crimes bill for years now and sees it go down time and time again, and now this guy could get out of prison and she just totally loses it. So we're getting kind of a reaction of how this is affecting their lives and their attitudes, and even in their little group is like, arguing over whether or not you should be even worried about this at this point.
This book definitely has some relevance now. I mean, I'm
Definitely.
thinking in terms of, the recent hate crimes legislation that passed, and also all the bullying that goes on, which is definitely fits in that rubric.
Well, in Mirrors, which was just
I was
released,
just going to ask you about that.
that just got released, and that goes right to the bullying, exactly to the problem, and to teachers who are trapped between helping a student that they know is in trouble and they know need help, to hanging on to their personal life and their career because they can't come out. They can be still fired in districts all across our country for even a suspicion of being gay.
Or for some reason it's made up because you're... Exactly.
Yeah, and you do not want to be a physical educator and be single and, and be counseling a gay student. immediately all the red flags go up and you're called into the office or you're called before the school board and you've been told these are the rules. You follow the rules or you don't have a job.
You're a teacher? Yes. So was I.
There you
Long
go.
time ago.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a very difficult position to be in.
Yeah.
Because you really want to reach out and mentor in the way that feels natural to you.
Absolutely.
But there's this barrier.
And while I was teaching, and that's why it made its way into Mirrors, while I was teaching, I lost a student to suicide. And even now, you can hear it. Even now, it's like, could I have helped this person? He was just asking questions. He just needed guidance. He needed to know he wasn't alone. He needed to know these things. And I'm sitting there going, I understand exactly what you're asking. I understand what you need. I have to send you to the counselor. You need to go through the channels and go to the counselor. But I want to talk to you because I feel comfortable with you. I want to talk to you. And, the principal is telling me, if we catch you counseling, when we have counselors on staff that are trained to do this, you're going against everything we've told you. You can't do this. I was called before the school board. I mean, so you choose your battle and you back away and you think, I've done all I can do, and then he puts a gun to his head. So, and it's still going on. This is the hard part.
Is that it's still going on. As
from 2001 when the book came out to now, and we're still seeing this horrible intolerance. And kids not knowing where, even with all our technology, these kids don't know where to go.
Yeah, that's kind of what blows me away. So, so if anyone's out there, know that there are resources.
That wonderful link was
the Trevor Project.
Yes, thank you.
.com and just Google the Trevor Project. It gets better. You'll find lots of resources.
Excellent.
So Mirrors was re-released this summer. Balance is being re-released now. And Indelible Heart.
It will be coming out in March.
In March, okay. Marianne Martin, not afraid to tackle tough issues.
Just fight and lose her
then
job.
and now. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Carsen Taite's Video Log, signing out.